Ladies and gentlemen,
the show is about to start.
Your host has entered the building. Get ready. In five, four, three, two, one.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Willie Show with your host, Willie.
Hello, everybody. Whoa. Hope everybody's having a great day. I got some cool stuff today. I don't think I'm going to tell you about it. I think I'm just going to let you listen to it. Just digging this music, you know. I'm going to turn it down. Yeah, it is me jamming that, by the way. What I thought I'd talk about today is something that I didn't think I'd ever experience, which is online dating. Yeah, after I broke up, we broke up with my long-term girlfriend a couple years ago. She decided that she wanted to date other people, and I decided, hey, if she's going to do it, I might as well do it too. So I got into the world of online dating because that was the new thing then, and still is the new thing, I guess. And I got some interesting stories. I thought I'd share a couple with you. Now these girls here I'm talking about, I don't communicate with them at all. I'm not friends on Facebook with them. I don't talk to them at all. They were just sort of like people I met off of the website, off the dating apps. And I can give you I'll tell you a couple stories, a couple quick stories here about them. Let me pull the music down a little bit. That makes it a little bit better there. If I don't bump into the mic. The first one, I actually joined a website first. I joined Match.com. I'm sure you've heard of them. And I thought it'd be more interesting to meet people on a paid website, since people are paying to go on that website. You might actually be able to meet some more interesting people on there. But I've found that that's not necessarily true. It's just people that want to pay to be on a website. And one of the first girls I met, she was a nice girl. Her picture that she had on there there was only one picture. So that's a little weird if you only have one picture. You can put many pictures on there, many of them. She only had one picture, and I was just like, oh, I can't really see her. It was like almost like she was looking into the rear view mirror of her car, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. So I chatted with her a little bit. She seemed pretty nice, and I said, well, why don't we meet up and we'll grab a drink? And we ended up grabbing a cocoa, which is a drink technically, but I thought maybe we'd get something a little bit different. But we got cocoa. And so we met up one time, and I thought, okay, she seems pretty nice. I mean, I wasn't really attracted to her physically, but she had a very nice personality, and I was just like, well, you know what the hell? You know, I'll give her a date, and we'll see if anything happens. And I asked her what she liked to do, and she said, I like to go play board games. Yes, board games. And I found there is people that love to play board games. Now, I'm not against board games. I loved board games when I was a kid. I owned a bunch of board games when I was a kid. But when I'm, a little bit older, I didn't get into board games, And I was sort of like, all right, I'm open to anything. So we went to this place, and they had board games, all kinds of board games. You walk in, there was probably a couple hundred board games sitting around. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, what do you like to play? And she played this game. I can't even remember what the game was. She was explaining it to me. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Well, luckily, this place actually serves sandwiches. Yeah, so I got her something. She got me. I got her something. I got myself something. And we were sitting there eating, and playing this board game, and I'm thinking, is this what I really want to be doing on a Saturday night? Playing a board game and eating a sandwich? I could have did this at home. And so, needless to say, there was no third date out of that. Don't get me wrong, if she happens to listen to this, you're a very nice person, and I wish you the best, and I think you're great, but we just didn't connect. And that's happened with a couple women. Actually, most of the women I've met online, we just didn't connect. And you want to have something that's going to connect where you can actually go out and have fun with the person, And it just didn't work with that. And okay, let me tell you another story. I decided not to. Well, I stayed on the Match.com for a little bit. I think I was on there for about a year, and then I ditched that one. And I found out there was a lot of free websites, free apps you could get onto where you can date. One's called POF, which is Plenty of Fish, or some people have told me it's called Plenty of Freaks because there are some freaky people in there. Now, the first person I met off there, she wasn't really freaky. Now, she did tell me some freaky stories when I first met her. I saw her online, and I started chatting with her, and she started chatting. Either she chatted with me first. A lot of the girls actually chat with you first on there, and then later they say, oh, no, you chatted first with me. And I look back, and I'm like, yeah, no, you reached out to me first, which is not a big deal. Who cares who reaches out first? You're interested in somebody, go say hi. What the hell? But this girl, I'm pretty sure, reached out to me first, and I said, oh, okay, she's a little older than me, and I wasn't really dating older people that were older than me. I was either dating people my age or younger, just because that's what I preferred. So what I did is I texted her. She texted me. We texted back and forth. We talked on the phone. She seemed like a very sweet lady. She had very beautiful pictures, beautiful woman. And I thought, all right, well, let's meet up. So we met up at a place called Panera's. I'm sure you have one in your city. You can get soup there and hot Coke. I think get hot cocoa or tea. I think I got tea there. So she pulls up, and I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking, who in the fuck is this person? Because you look nothing like your picture online. You look like you're 20 years older. And so she comes up, she starts talking to me, and I was talking to her. I said, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to just dump this girl right when I see her. I'm going to be like, okay, let's go get something to eat. So we got something to eat. We're sitting there BS, and she's telling me about her kids and yada, yada, yada. And about halfway through, I'm thinking, no, this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. First of all, she lied about her photos. If somebody's putting photos on that are 20 years younger, chances are they're hiding other things. But she also was telling me stories about creepy guys. Because I asked her, I was like, well, have you met many people on here? And she's like, oh, yeah, I've met a bunch of people. And I'm like, oh, did you get into relationships with any of them? Did you just date them? She's like, no, we just dated. She said, except for this one guy who invited me back to his place. And he lived like in a dirty old scummy kind of apartment from what I remember her telling me. Like this a couple of years ago when she said this, so I don't quite remember everything about it. But she's saying that she went to this apartment, not knowing the guy, only talked to him on the phone once, texted him a couple times, and she met up with this guy and went into his apartment, which I'm thinking, red flag. Yeah, that's probably not something you want to do on a first date, is go to somebody's apartment, unless you just want to have a little, in and out fun. And even then you got to be careful. I mean, guy might be Jeffrey Dahmer for all you know. So, she told me the story, and I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, okay, this is definitely not somebody I want to be with. But we left as friends. She texted me a couple more times. I actually texted her back a couple times, and it just disappeared. She went on to her next person or next, one-off date or whatever it was. But I came across a lot of women like that online. Now, there's a couple nice ones I met that I went out with a couple times who were very sweet, and just nothing came of it. But one thing is when you're my age and I'm a little bit older, it's different when you go out. Because you're I was with the person I was with for a long time, and you don't sit there and think about going out and dating again. But you do meet many interesting people. And so that's some of my online dating experience. If you want more, I'll tell you more. I got some other stories. These are lowbrow stories to some of the stuff I come across. But I haven't gone out on a online date for a while because I'm trying to do some other stuff in my life, and that hasn't been one of my priorities. But I mean, if it happens, if I meet somebody cool, yeah, we'll hang out, we'll have a good time. Okay, let me admit one thing. I do have a phone number, and I was a little hesitant to call it, but I think it'll be all right. And well, let's try it out. Okay, so I'm gonna call this girl up. She gave me her phone number, and she said, "Go ahead and give me a call." And she don't mind if I put her voice on the podcast. She seems pretty interesting. I've texted with her a little bit online here, but you don't really know anybody till you actually call them, so or talk to them on the phone or meet them actually. So I think her name is Carrie. So let me call the number. Oh, so is this Carrie? Is Carrie your name?
Yes, Carrie is my name.
Oh, what do you like to do for fun, Carrie?
I like to do many human things.
Okay, human. Like what? Like what human things are you talking about?
Things humans do.
Okay, what kind of food do you like to eat? Maybe we can go out and get something to eat.
I like food humans like because I am a human person.
Well, is that a recent photo that you sent me? Or is that an older photo?
It is a recent photo of my human face.
Okay. Do you know C-3PO? He sounds like you're a robot or something.
Ha, he is a robot, not human like me, ha.
Oh, okay. What's the last relationship that you had?
He was a human, not a copying machine, because that would be weird, ha.
Do you like to drink anything? Maybe we can go out for drinks.
I do not drink anything ever.
Well, what do you do for a living anyway?
I am way into computers, it's gnarly.
Would you like to meet up sometime?
I am not sure, you do not seem much like a human.
Well, how about if I text you?
I do not text, it is so not personable. Bye, Ted.
Yeah, my name's not Ted, it's Bill.
Of course it is.
Okay. Was that a little strange to you guys, or is it just me? I don't think I'm going to meet up with this girl. She seems a little stiff.
Hey, this Christmas party is getting a little too quiet. I think it's time we liven it up with my favorite Christmas gift, Mr. Microphone.
Hey, what's that?
Well, you set the dial on your FM radio and testing.
I'm on the radio!
These kids are having a fabulous time with Mr. Microphone, the cordless microphone that actually puts your voice on the radio. There are no attaching wires, so you're free to move around. Broadcast over any FM car radio.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
You can broadcast in mono or with two or more radios in stereo.
Professional entertainers use Mr. Microphone for rehearsing. And you can too. It's practical and great fun for the whole family. And for only $12.88, they really make great Christmas gifts.
The perfect Christmas gift at Walgreens, Woolworth, Woolco, Osco, Venture, Weebolts, Montgomery Ward.
Get a stereo system for Christmas. Get a new turntable, cassette deck, speakers, a new receiver, a match component system, the all-new compact disc player. Get it now, because Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale is going on right now with prices so low he's practically giving stereo equipment away. Shop around, get all the lowest sale prices you can find, then go to Crazy Eddie and he'll beat him. So get a new stereo system for Christmas. Get anything and everything in stereo equipment. Get it now during Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale. Crazy Eddie, his Christmas sale prices are insane.
Hey there, guys. Welcome back to the Wild Willie Show. I'd like to try something today. I don't usually believe in horoscopes, or fortune telling or anything like that, but somebody gave me this number here, and I'm gonna give it a call. Let me play the ad first, and you can check it out yourself. See what you think of this.
Now call the Night Stars and get tomorrow's horoscope tonight. Astounding psychic astrologers are working late to give you tomorrow's horoscope tonight. So personal, So revealing, you will be startled and amazed
Mhm.
as your horoscope is revealed. Call now
Horoscope.
to hear tomorrow's horoscope tonight. Just pick up your phone. What's in store for you tomorrow? Call now
Call
for the
now.
answers. For entertainment purposes only. $2 a
Mm.
minute, adults only.
All right, $2 a minute. Interesting. All right, well, I'm gonna give us a call here. Let me pull out my phone here. See if I can get a hold of them. Right. Hello? Let's see if anybody picks up this thing.
Welcome to your horoscope. This week, you're keeping your finances in check because you have no money. This week begins on Monday with Mercury in Capricorn, making to Mars and Gemini in your house of finances and revenue. Today you might be judiciously altering your spending habits, so stop playing for hookers. This could be due to external circumstances such as inflation or the fact that you're using hookers and drugs. But it's also possible that you've been a little free with your spending and now need to rein it in. So stop buying blow. On Tuesday, Venus in Aquarius and your house of social standing makes a semi-square to Jupiter in Aries. It might be necessary to refresh your marketing approach for your business or reputation at work, because right now they suck balls. Check out some of your competitors and see what they're doing. You might also find out ideas by looking at other videos online. And I don't mean porn. Today you're finding a way to stand out from the crowd and not look like a total fuck-up. This week kicks off with Libra Moon, activating the sector of your chart that rules your personal philosophy. So stop thinking you're a big deal. Which means you should seek emotional fulfillment spiritually before you look for it romantically. Yes, romantically. Didn't think you'd hear that word again, did you? These vibes will be especially poignant on the 17th as the Capricorn moon cozies up to lovely Venus. Venus got a nice ass. Asking you to practice self-love, whacking off, and healthy boundaries. Going within right now can help bring clarity to your romantic path, since there isn't any. So don't feel bad about indulging in some quiet time for self-reflection, like drinking yourself blind. You'll see some serious action. Thank you for joining us on the horoscope line. And yes, we're charging you a shitload of money for this. Have a nice day.
Okay, that didn't sound like a very good horoscope. It sounded like crap. I don't think, maybe I'll call, there's another one here too. Let me call this one and see what, this is some guy's line. He says if you call him, he will give you the best horoscope you will ever know. All right, let me try this one here. Okay, let's see if this one's any better.
Welcome to the astrology line. We will connect you in 5 seconds to your astrologist. Welcome to the weekly dating astrology line. Let me tell you your horoscope. Your emotions have been somewhat at bay lately, 'cause you're a nut job. That changes this week. Expect a high tide on Monday, and not the kind of tide that's gonna make you reach for your surfboard, 'cause you can't surf, you dumbass. Until Wednesday, everything around you is gonna be murky and strange, just like your head. Not bad necessarily, just sort of confusing, like your head. Your subconscious is on overdrive, but you will emerge from deep thought on Thursday, realizing you have no frickin' clue what you're doing. Plus, someone you've been meaning to take a trip with for a while is finally going to let you know they're ready to tell you to fuck off. That has been your daily horoscope. Please enjoy the rest of your day, you lazy son of a bitch.
Okay, that one was terrible too. I thought horoscopes were supposed to, like, be good for you, like, give you encouragement. These horoscopes suck. They really suck. Oh my God. Maybe I can try one more. Okay, this one says it's the Daily Chipmunk Horoscope. I'm not quite sure what that is. Chipmunk Horoscope, but all right, let me try this one. See what this one does. Trying the Chipmunk Horoscope. I wonder if it's for chipmunks.
Welcome to the Daily Chipmunk Horoscope. I'm so glad that you came here. This week begins on Monday with Mercury in Capricorn and Mars in Gemini and your house relationship Sagittarius. It's possible you've met someone who's very different opinion from yours because they're right and you're wrong, you stupid idiot. To make this relationship work, you might have to let go of the idea of being right, because you're not. And embrace the idea of being happy, you joyless son of a bitch. And this could bring joy to both of you. On Tuesday, Venus in Aquarius in your house of siblings and relatives who are around your age, who don't like you anyway, make a semi-square to Jupiter in Aries. A family member might come into town for a surprise visit, so they can suck up your money. And while you're excited to see this person, you're going to have to rearrange your schedule quite a bit. But actually, you're not doing anything anyways except sitting at home eating potato chips watching the Sixers game. So, you'll be alright. Once you're together, you can have a rip-roaring time. Who the hell says rip-roaring time anyways? Sagittarius, being spontaneous, now could be the highlight of your month. But probably not. So, have a nice day from the Chipmunk Horoscope. Dummy.
Okay. Why do these sound like they're getting worse? Maybe I should just not call horoscope lines. Maybe I should just stick to calling talking dogs. But I do have other phone numbers I can call. Maybe we'll do a couple more. I don't know. But this one was definitely strange. Well, I guess that's it for this segment. We'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, I thought I'd read you a crazy story I just found. It's pretty damn wild. I'm going to pull it up right now for you. This is on New York Post, actually. And the headline is Roadside Sex Caught on Dashcam by Monte Carlo Rally Race Car Driver. And this is pretty wild. Viewers tuned into a live stream of the Monte Carlo Rally on Thursday got more action than they bargained for after a kinky couple was caught on a race car driver's dash cam having roadside sex. Veteran driver Jordan Zerdirides, that's 58, was zooming along the rally's route in Monaco when his vehicle captured footage of the sexed-up spectators. The roadside romp was taking place under the cover of darkness before his headlights shone on the couple around the bend. And it says here, I can click off the dang thing here, it's on here. Bizarrely, several other people were seen in the dashcam footage standing alongside the romping race car enthusiasts, watching them fornicate. So they had an audience. According to the Daily Star, the spectacle was shown on live stream feed on the World Rally Championship website. The Monte Carlo Rally rompers aren't the first tawdry tourists to be caught on camera bonking. Okay, what do we got here? Meanwhile, hold on. It says bizarrely. I'm trying to read here. Skipped on me. Okay, back in July, 2 couples were busted for bonking in outdoor jacuzzis. This is interesting. Now, I was able to contact these people, and I'm going to try and get a quick interview with them here. Let me see if I can pull them up here. They're on the other line. Let me see if I can get them. You guys there? Hello? Are you guys there? Hello? Oh, yeah, you there? Okay. Can you tell me why you were on the side of the road having sex? Hello? Hello? Yeah? Okay. Can you tell me why you're on the side of the road having sex? Are you okay? Sounds like I caught him in the middle of exercising. Oh, I did? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to catch you I didn't mean to catch you in the middle of exercising. I know you don't want to pull a muscle. Yeah, okay. Okay. Can I at least get a statement from you so I can get it back to my listeners? Hello? Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're gonna give me a statement. Let's just get rid of those guys. What the hell was that? It sounds like I caught them in the middle of a workout. Must be lifting weights or something. Well, okay, I try to get you guys the best news on here I can, and that was just a funny story, and I get a hold of the people that are allegedly doing this. I guess they weren't allegedly because they were caught on video. But they don't want to talk. You know how some of these people are, they're shy.
Up next on the Wild Willie Show, a special edition of Snooze You Lose News, Animal Edition.
Welcome to the Snooze You Lose News with Willie.
Oh, thank you so much for that fake introduction. This is the Snooze You Lose News. This first story is pretty wild. It's a science story, so put on your thinking caps, your science caps. This one comes from popsci.com, Popular Science. Basically, the premise of the story is that there's a couple paleontologists, and they are trying to figure out, well, they're thinking, has anybody ever found a dinosaur cloaca? Now, a cloaca, as they say on here, for those who aren't familiar, is the opening common to non-mammals. Mammalian. I'm not even sure what the hell that is. That vertebrates that operates as sort of a one-size-fits-all funnel for sex, pooping, urination, and reproduction. Yeah, you heard that right. Basically, they're trying to find a dinosaur butt. And though it's been described this way, a cloaca, however you pronounce that, is more than just a butthole. It's the Swiss Army knife of back ends. Don't we all want one of those, right? Huh? Maybe not. The study's authors look into a wide range of cloaca, or other land-dwelling vertebrates. So basically, they're looking for a dinosaur ass. Now, we had a couple of dinosaurs, and we asked them about that, and well, maybe we didn't ask them, because I don't know what the hell they'd be saying, as you can hear. They said that approximately the owner of this one they did find was approximately 120 million years old. So he's pretty old. The Pistiacosaurus, I think that's how you say it. I can't say some of these names. It's about the size of a Labrador, is what they're saying. And surprisingly cute for a dinosaur. It had scaly skins and horns on either side of its flat ET-like face. So this thing looked like ET. So they're basically looking for ET's ass, is what I'm guessing? I don't know. It had a distinct color, the ass, which could have been used for a signal for mates, as in sometimes a case for birds. It also had a set of lips that joined into a V shape around a bean-like dorsal lobe. And they have pictures on here of it, so if you want to check out a dinosaur's rear end, go to the science thing here. Good Lord. There's people that study this stuff. What would you do today? I studied a dinosaur's ass. Okay, this next story is pretty cool. Very interesting. It's coming from Sky News in the UK, but it's from New York. It says Scarborough's new fireworks canceled to protect Thor the Walrus. And there he is. Scarborough continues to attract large crowds keen to see the Arctic walrus, but experts warn anybody who disturbs the mammal could be prosecuted. I agree. I agree, Thor. Seaside town's New Year fireworks were canceled on the advice of a wildlife expert due to the presence of the wandering walrus. Oh, the hell was that? I guess he's whistling. It is believed that the mammal... I never know when I put these sound effects on what they're going to do. It is believed that the mammal who came to be known as Thor, not sure why he's Thor. I agree, buddy. And in New North Yorkshire on Friday, he popped up in Scarborough in North Yorkshire. All right. The Arctic walrus is widely believed to be taking the break during a journey north. He was previously spotted on the Hampshire's coastline in last month at sightings as far away as Brittany and France. Well, this said it was from New York. My mistake. It is from over there. Scarborough Bureau County canceled the town's New Year's fireworks display on the advice of the British Divers Marine Life Rescue. So it's over there in England. Okay, I made a mistake. Calm down. This is the coolest noise ever. Listen to that guy go. Okay, I'm going to replay that. That was freaking awesome. Can you hear him? I'm laughing at a walrus. Okay. Yeah, the expert, I wouldn't want to get him pissed off either. The experts had expressed concerns that loud bangs and bright flashes could cause distress to Thor. Yeah, Thor. They had previously requested people not to disturb the creature, and cordons had been put in place. The unusual visitor had attracted large crowds. They are said to have witnessed some playful behavior. He said, "We understand." Let's see. One of the inspectors said they wanted to make sure the walrus wasn't injured. He said, "We understand it's exciting, and it's exciting, and where am I at? Calm down, I'll find it. It's exciting and unusual to have a walrus take up a temporary residence. However, it is in his best interest to be left alone as much as possible. So we're asking people to remember he is a wild animal and avoid the temptation to get near to him and disturb him. We would also remind everyone that the walrus is protected under the Wildlife and Countryside Act, 1981. And so disturbing the animal can constitute an offense." Now, the story itself isn't that big a deal, but I just want to hear this walrus. That walrus sounds like he's doing karate or something. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. This is just for me. This ain't even for you guys. This is just for me. I'm laughing my ass up at this walrus. That is the coolest sound ever. I don't care what anybody says. All right. And the next story we got here. This is a pretty interesting story. It's on allthat'sinteresting.com. A Cape Cod diver was just swallowed and spit out by a humpback whale. Yeah, a humpback whale. There it is. For 30 to 40 seconds, Michael Packard struggled to escape the whale's mouth and wondered if he'd be swallowed whole. There's a picture of this dude on here, and he's giving the thumbs up in a hospital bed. In this story, a man was swallowed by a whale, and no, it didn't take place in the pages of the Old Testament to a man named Jonah. It happened to a lobster diver named Michael Packard off the coast of Provincetown, Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Can't even say that today. Packard had set off early in the morning on Friday, July 11th, to dive for lobsters with his fishing partner, Josiah Mayo. After a disappointing first haul, Packard dove under the water to try just again. Boy, that whale sounds sick. Just before 8 a.m. But as he scoured the sandy bottoms of hold on, take that off there. But as he scoured the sandy bottoms of Herring Beach Cove, something suddenly struck him from behind. All of a sudden, I felt this huge shove, and the next thing I knew, it was completely black, Packard later recalled. From the surface, Mayo watched as Packard's air bubbles suddenly vanished, and he couldn't have possibly guessed what had happened to his partner below the waves. A humpback whale had accidentally swallowed Packard in one huge gulp. How about that? One huge gulp. Oh, yeah. Everything went dark, Packard said. Where are we at here? Everything went dark, Packard said. And oh my God, I just get bit by a shark? Then I felt around and I realized there was no teeth. I had felt really no great pain. So this whale swallowed him whole. and then I realized, oh my God, I'm in a whale's mouth. I'm in a whale's mouth and he's trying to swallow me. There you go. Okay. For a terrifying stretch of 30 to 40 seconds, Packard struggled in the darkness. Questions raced through his head. He still had his breathing apparatus on. Would he be stuck in the whale's mouth until he ran out of air? What would happen to his wife and teenage children? I thought to myself, oh, this is it. I'm going to die. And I thought about my kids and my wife, and there was no getting out of there, Packard said, recalling that he could feel the whale squeezing the muscles of its mouth. Damn. But then the whale started to shake its head. Packard felt himself zoom towards the surface, and like that, he was free. Whoa. Let's see here. From their ship, Mayo saw a burst of white water. Then he spotted Packard soaring through the air. A charter boat captain named Joe Francis saw the same thing. I saw Mike come flying out of the water, feet first with his flippers on, and land back in the water. He jumped aboard Mayo's boat and helped pull Packard out of the water. That's amazing. I was inside it. I was inside its mouth, Packard gasped one time. Once they had him aboard, it tried to eat me. That is so freaking amazing. It says they do what they call gulp feeding, and then they can open their mouths incredibly wide, explained Peter Corcoran, a senior scientist at New England Aquarium. So I guess that's how he got him. The whale can swallow something by mistake, like a lobster diver, but experts say that what happened to Packard is extremely rare. Well, thank God for that. I don't want to think this is a thing that happens all the time. Jeez, swallowed by a freaking whale. Can you imagine that? Okay, this next story does not involve a whale. It involves a cat. It's from the New York Post. Vet makes shocking discovery in sick cat stomach. I've never seen anything like it. And there's the cat. Cat's got your tongue, but it shouldn't get your hair ties. Exactly. Veterinarians in South Carolina were flabbergasted when they removed more than 36 ponytail holders. Oh, that cat's feeling it. Ponytail holders from a cat's stomach. It says a good Samaritan brought the feline Juliet and 2 other cats into Charleston Animal Society after they noticed the kitties had been left behind when their owners moved out of state. Leaders at the animal hospital thought Juliet was healthy upon arrival, but after several weeks she became lethargic and stopped eating. That's when a radiograph detected an unusual blockage in her belly. Lee Jamison, the Society's Associate Director of Veterinary Care, said that the surgical team discovered a seemingly endless bundle of strings during Juliet's procedure. And you can see a picture of this. Oh my God. There's got to be over 3 dozen of these things in her poor stomach. There's a picture of the cat after the surgery. Said Juliet had indeed swallowed 38 hair ties, resulting in an eternal pileup. I've never seen anything like it. Juliet's intestines were not damaged by the foreign objects. However, the blockage led to serious liver condition that is now being treated. So this poor cat had 38 ties in its stomach. Why is it? It must have been damn hungry. What? That is one hungry cat. Say so. Yeah, that cat right there. Stop eating them. Stop it. Make sure that we have to make sure that as we feed her, we keep her electrolytes in balance. The naughty mess serves as a perfect reminder to never allow cats to play with streamy objects like hair ties or rubber bands. So don't let that angry cat right there play with anything. Bad cat. You're bad. Don't be doing that. I think we got one more story here. Okay, this one's pretty good. A drunk bear on the run after guzzling rum cocktail and raiding a store. There you go. It says a tipsy Himalayan black bear was caught red-handed raiding a food store after drinking a mixture of rum and alcohol. The hungry ursine drank some potentially XXX rum mix with a residue of ARA, whatever that is, a locally brewed alcohol, in the village of Babesa in Bhutan on January 3rd. The bear was then spotted tucking into food and salt at a local store. The bear's activities woke up Eugene Pelzum. What the heck? These people have some crazy names. Eugene Pelzum at about 2 a.m. local time, who saw the bear inside the store and contacted the local forestry officials. It says here, it was busy feeding on leftover food and salt, which I had kept from my neighbor's cattle shed. She told Kunzin, the national newspaper of Bhutan. By the time the officials arrived, the bear had already escaped back into the nearby forest. Himalayan bears are subspecies of the Asian black bear found throughout the Himalayas. It says the next day, the hungry bear was back. Upon the suggestion of a neighbor, Pelson left more rum out in an attempt to get the bear drunk enough that it would stay put until the officials arrived. However, the bear simply drank the rum and departed, and didn't even leave a tip. It says a major factor that leads bears to enter human areas is abundance of food available to them, and they are often attracted by the smell of food and alcohol. So, a note to you at the final story. Sorry about that. Got some text or something. At the final story here, a note to you: do not leave alcohol laying out because the local bear will steal it. And I don't know if maybe his name was Yogi. I don't know. But if Yogi's stealing alcohol, he's a different Yogi than I used to know. Good Lord. Some of these stories are just amazing. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and seeing a bear drunk, with a bottle of gin, sitting on your freaking porch? I mean, come on. I mean, what the heck is that about? All right. I think that's it for the news today. Animal edition, by the way. I gotta do it in my low voice. Hold on.
That's it for the animal edition of Snooze You Lose News on The Wild Willie Show. We will see you next time on The Wild Willie Show. Have a great day.